Hello, dear Patreons and channel members, and welcome to yet another exclusive video. I don't know if this video is going to be published as part of my personal practice or as a Spells by the Moon series episode. I don't know yet, but what I know is that today I am sharing with you the process of making witch salt, which is a salt charged with darker energies. So this salt is meant for baneful workings in particular. It is going to be an ingredient that is good to have ready to use. So yeah, I am excited to make it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am currently reading Of Blood and Bones by Kate Fowler. Nobody seems to know how to pronounce her last name. I'm really sorry. This book is going to be reviewed on the channel as soon as I finish it, and maybe I could make an unfiltered book review for the Patreon page. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if you are hearing a noise, but there's some neighbor doing something. I don't know if they are hanging something on the wall, if they are cutting grass, or what the heck they are doing, but they've been with that noise, they've been making that noise for like 2 or 3 hours. I was waiting to see if it would stop, but I don't have all day. I have videos to film, so I could not keep on waiting. I'm sorry for that. But as I was saying, I am currently reading Of Blood and Bones and I am loving this book. It is definitely going to be the next book review of the channel. And I saw this recipe among everything that the author shares in the book. It is excellent, really. I am having such a good time reading this book and I am learning so much from it. But I saw this recipe for witch salt. Usually we utilize regular table salt or sea salt in our workings, and I found it to be a very good idea to incorporate something like extra bits of energy and intention into the salt that we use, especially when it comes to baneful workings. Okay, great, now it's hammering. I have the impression that this is like right above me. I have to move to the middle of nowhere one of these days. As long as I have internet, running water and electricity and like access to a city nearby, I would be good and I wouldn't have noisy neighbors anymore. Also, rent would be cheaper, I'm pretty sure. And I would be able to not have flatmates. Things to consider. I should get a driver's license, by the way, because then I would be able to live farther. Well, anyway, this is not the point. The point is that we are going to make witch salt today. Let me consult the book real quick. You can find this recipe on page 49 of the book, and you are going to need salt in the amount that you find appropriate for your needs, ashes, and around a tablespoon of your favorite powdered herbs. So the herbs that I've chosen are juniper, damscane, also known in Brazil as comigo ninguém pode, and mint. All of the herbs are dried. The mint, for example, I have taken it at work because it is growing, all over the place. There's mint everywhere and it's apple mint. It's really fragrant now. And I have hung it, left it to dry for several weeks, and I'm gonna put it in my witch salt. So mint has a death property associated with it that many people don't know, because there's a mythology, there's a legend that once Persephone found out that her husband had a hidden lover, like he was not being faithful. So she took that other woman, killed her, and buried her in her yard. The name of that woman was Mint, and from that graveyard, mint plants grew, you see? So there's this legend about infidelity and murder revolving around the mint plant, and many people don't know about it. So when it comes to baneful workings and death energy, I use mint. Okay, I have all the herbs that I need right in front of me. I am going to move the camera, put it like on top of the table somehow so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to put the witch salt in this cute container. It is going to look marvelous. There's a lid. I will have like easy access to the salt in here. And also I believe that the salt will have the space to breathe, because if you close up salt within some kind of bottle or like tight container, airtight kind of thing, salt, it liberates water for some reason somehow, and then the salt gets damp. So it is a good idea to have a little bit more like flexible container like this, where the salt is going to be a little bit like it's going to have more space and a little bit more freedom to breathe. Now let's get crafting. So I hope that you have enjoyed this little tutorial. Of course, you are free to substitute the herbs with whatever you prefer for darker intentions, heavier intentions, transformation, death energy. If you have other plants in mind, feel free to substitute. And I do recommend this book for anybody who is not afraid of using darker energy. I mean, baneful magic is a part of life, okay? And this is the type of ingredient that it is good to have prepared beforehand for when you need it. It's already there. So you're not gonna have to rush anything or wait for the next moon cycle because it's already done. You just need to grab it and use it. Also, I advise you to use some kind of container like this where the salt is loose and it's not gonna accumulate moist as salt usually does. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, practice makes perfect. So let's get witching. Bye bye, and I'm gonna see you in the next post.